Hi everyone, I'm your host today, Tom Reber, with my co-host Jason Shepard.
Yes, sir.
And this is Around Town with Tom and Jason. We've got a cool guest today.
We do.
Yeah, Sharon Giannelli, Real Estate One Group Elevate.
Correct.
Welcome to the show.
Yes, good to see you again, Tom.
So glad to have you on the show. St. Augustine, surrounding areas, real estate. Tell us about Sharon and what you're doing to blow that market up in a good way.
So I've been a real estate agent for about 7 years now.
Okay.
Background was military via my husband, so I've moved around.
Okay.
Licensed Rhode Island, Massachusetts, now just Florida.
Yeah.
So I still have some connections to the military, so a lot of my clients will be people transitioning in and out.
Yeah.
And then I live in St. Johns County. We've been there since 2019. So obviously with all of the new construction, people see how great it is to live in Northeast Florida. So a lot of my business comes from people wanting to relocate too.
Wow. So you peeled a lot of the onion there for sure, which is fantastic. So how did you and Gabriel pick St. Augustine?
The U.S. Navy picked it for us, Jacksonville specifically.
Okay.
So he was stationed at NES Jax.
Yeah.
And so we first came in 2019. We purchased a house, as you do. And then we were transitioned back up north, but we kept hold of our house, knowing that once he retired, which was actually last year, our plan was always to come back. So yeah, that's where we are. We're empty nesters, and we're enjoying it. Yeah. So, reluctant empty nester.
Boo. So now you're here, you've become part of the community, especially in St. Johns County. What are your favorite parts of St. Johns County, and how do you help people get there?
So I specifically like 210 area, just because the proximity to, if you need to get on the I-95. I mean, we all know that obviously with growth comes a little bit of challenges with roadworks and you know, things catching up. But I think where I particularly like, a lot of people like Nocatee, obviously. Final neighborhood is under construction there, and then it's resales only. So yeah,
that's crazy.
So I specifically like that area. You can get to the beach. Like I said, I-95, you can hop on and off, and lots of shopping. Restaurants are coming in. So, but you know, there's lots of great places. It depends what you're looking for.
It's hard to believe she just said Nocatee is about to be done.
I know.
Cow. And then we have Silverleaf coming online.
Yes, that's doing fantastic.
That's crushing it, going there. So it won't be long between the Duval County border and St. Augustine, and it'll be completely connected.
Yes. And then of course Clay County.
And Clay County, you got the Blue Route. You just mentioned the 32043 Green Cove Springs. The Blue Route's going to connect Green Cove, Middleburg, and Orange Park to St. Johns County.
Amazing.
Like never before. One of the fun parts of our show is we talk about some of the unique things that you run across when you're buying and selling a house. Jason, kick it.
Yeah, so I own a pest control company. We work with people just like yourself almost on a daily basis, where they either have a house under contract, or they have a customer that is trying to put a house on the market or whatever, and they find some kind of critter issue or a pest control issue. I always like to ask, what is the most common or the craziest issue you've seen in kind of that space?
So I think specifically with new construction, obviously we're clearing a lot of land. We are unfortunately moving a lot of critters that were there before into different areas. So, you know, you'll often find in a new construction contract a specific mention of wildlife, and it's not, and you know, there may be a family of raccoons that were living there before. So I think most things I see are snakes, and you know.
Yeah, that's a really good point. So it's kind of crazy you bring up new construction, because a lot of people buy a new house and they don't think, like, you think it's a new house, right? So how can I have an issue with? And so when they start hearing that noise in their attic, or they start seeing something going on in the backyard, they're like, but my house is brand new. So it's really cool you bring that up, because we see that a ton of times. What, in your experience, like, you're from St. Augustine, I live in St. Augustine, the 210 area. Like, why are people moving to St. Johns County? What are the reasons?
So I think, obviously, if you're in a certain demographic, the school district is calling your name. I mean, that's why we initially came. Our son was a sophomore at the time, so high school was very important to us. So that's why we chose that area. But then again, you know, there are a lot of people. I'm approaching a certain age myself now, so we have a lot of 55 and up communities.
Silver tsunami.
You know, and the school district may not be that important to you, but you still want to feel connected to a vibrant community. So I think that's probably why a lot of people are coming. And then, of course, we have to talk about interest rates. It's the builders have a huge advantage, which is able to, offer the clients.
Manufacture opportunities.
They can make that happen. So.
Well, cool. Well, Sharon Giannelli, thank you for being on the show today.
Absolutely.
Jason, as usual, rock star. Guys, if you'd like to learn a lot more about Sharon Giannelli and her superpowers in real estate, go to dailynewsnetwork.com and check her out. Cheers.